7 best Mercedes SUVs you should actually buy in 2026. Some Mercedes SUVs will quietly drain $8,000 out of your pocket the moment the warranty expires. Others will cruise past 200,000 miles on nothing but routine maintenance, and their owners will never sell them. Today, we're looking at the 7 Mercedes SUVs that are actually worth buying in 2026. And number 4 on this list might be the smartest used Mercedes SUV ever built. Starting with number 7. Number 7, 2022 to 2024 GLS 450 X167. The modern flagship that finally earned its price tag. The 2020 GLS 450 should have been great. It wasn't. Not yet. Consumer Reports flagged it. Owners reported software failures, electrical gremlins, reliability problems that had no business appearing in a $90,000 vehicle. Mercedes had launched a flagship before the platform was ready, and the buyers who trusted the badge without doing their homework paid for that trust. By 2022, that changed. The post-2022 X167 is what the GLS was always supposed to be. M256 inline-6, 362 horsepower, 9-speed automatic, 3 rows, real flagship luxury. And finally, the depreciation curve is working in your favor. Clean examples sit in the $70,000 to $90,000 range, significantly off original sticker, and you're buying the platform after Mercedes fixed the problems someone else paid to discover. That's the sweet spot experienced buyers know to look for. Airmatic is standard. No coil spring option exists. Budget $2,000 to $3,000 for long-term air suspension maintenance. Every GLS on this list carries that same number. Factor it in once and move on. Oil changes at 10,000 miles maximum, transmission fluid at 60 to 80,000. And since someone will ask, yes, the BMW X7 with the B58 is genuinely excellent. The Range Rover is the most beautiful and the most expensive to maintain, a reliability record that should give any used buyer serious pause. The GLS sits in the middle, more refined than the X7, more reliable than the Range Rover, backed by a dealer network that makes ownership easier than either competitor. 5-year ownership. Which one do you take? Drop it below. 2022 to 2024 only. Avoid 2020 and 2021. The early launch concerns are real, documented, and expensive. Full service history, Airmatic inspection at purchase. The modern flagship, done right. But if 3 rows and a flagship badge isn't what you're after, the next one on this list will genuinely surprise you. Number 6, 2017 to 2019 GLE 43 AMG W166. The GLE that makes you forget you're being practical. Most people shopping for a used GLE are shopping for comfort and reliability. They are not shopping for a vehicle that will embarrass sports cars at a highway on-ramp. The GLE 43 AMG does both, and most buyers still haven't figured that out. M276 twin-turbo V6 in AMG tune, 385 horsepower. Lowered suspension, wider body, a driving character that genuinely shocks people who've only experienced the standard version. This is not a badge-engineered GLE with a louder exhaust note. This is a genuinely different machine wearing practical SUV clothing. In 2026, clean examples sit in the $30,000 to $45,000 range. That's 385 horsepower in AMG engineering for a price that would barely get you into a base new compact SUV. The people who know what this car actually is are buying them quietly, and they are not telling their neighbors. The value is real, but here's the price of admission, and it is non-negotiable. The M276 twin-turbo in AMG tune is more demanding than the naturally aspirated version. Oil changes at 5,000 to 7,000 miles, not 8, not 10, 5 to 7. Stretch the intervals and this engine will send you a repair bill that will make you wish you'd listened. If the service records show extended intervals or gaps, walk away. No negotiation, no exceptions. 2017 to 2019, M276 twin-turbo, full AMG service history, the most critical item on the inspection list for this vehicle. Clean examples with complete documented history only. The GLE 43 is the GLE that refuses to be boring. The next pick is different. This one is for the buyer who wants flagship presence without the flagship price tag. Number 5, 2018 to 2019, GLS 450 X166 Facelift. The flagship that finally got its act together. If the X167 is out of budget, this is where the smart money goes next. The X166 GLS launched in 2013. The early examples had issues, but Mercedes had 5 years to sort them out, and by 2018 they had. What you're buying in a 2018 or 2019 example is a fully sorted flagship platform that someone else paid to develop, debug, and depreciate. End of cycle maturity, significant depreciation. That combination is exactly the value equation experienced buyers look for, and most buyers completely miss. M276 3.0-liter, twin-turbo V6, 362 horsepower, 3 rows, 7 genuine seats. A ride quality that makes long highway miles feel effortless. Clean examples sit in the $35,000 to $50,000 range in 2026. Same aromatic budget as the X167, you already know the number. Spark plugs at $60,000. Test the third-row seat mechanisms on higher mileage examples. The motor's wear and replacement isn't cheap. 2018 or 2019 only, M276 twin turbo, full service history, aromatic inspection, compressor, ride height, struts. The X166 GLS delivered on its promise, just later than it should have. We've covered the Icon, the flagship, and the AMG. But the next 2 SUVs on this list are the ones Mercedes specialists keep recommending when it's their own money on the line, not their customers' money, their own. That's a different conversation entirely. Stay with me. Number 4, 2016 to 2019, GLE 350 W166 facelift coil springs. The sweet spot nobody argues with. Ask 100 Mercedes specialists which used Mercedes SUV they'd put a first-time buyer into with a $20,000 to $30,000 budget. The majority land here every time. W166 GLE 350 on coil springs, 2016 through 2019, matured platform, 5 years of production refinements, M276 naturally aspirated V6, no air suspension, a cabin that feels genuinely premium without the complexity that makes post-warranty ownership expensive. Now have the Lexus GX460 conversation, because this audience always has it. The GX460 is the reliability gold standard in this segment. Body on frame, V8, Toyota engineering, a legitimate long-term ownership choice that nobody should talk you out of. But the GLE on coil springs closes the gap more than most people realize. Superior ride quality, more refined interior, better highway comfort. What the GX460 has is a simpler drivetrain and a longer proven track record. What this Mercedes has is everything else. Which side are you on? Drop it in the comments. This one always starts a fight. The coil spring version of this SUV has a maintenance story that fits on one line. Water pump at $100,000. That's the headline expense. Everything else is routine. Owners on coil springs consistently report dramatically lower costs than their aromatic counterparts, and that gap widens every year post-warranty. The coil spring distinction is not a minor detail. It is the single most important trim decision you will make on a used GLE purchase. Get it wrong and you'll spend the next 3 years funding your dealer's service department. 2016 to 2019, M276 naturally aspirated V6. Coil springs confirmed before purchase. Clean examples in the $20,000 to $30,000 range are the target. The GLE 350 coil spring is not exciting. It is better than exciting. It is reliable. Number 3. 2017 to 2019, GLC 300 X253. Mercedes accidentally built a future classic. Here is the one I mentioned at the start, and I already know what some of you are thinking. A turbocharged 4-cylinder GLC is the smartest used Mercedes SUV ever built? Stay with me. The 2016 GLC 300 had problems. Oil seeps around the valve cover. Cold start timing chain concerns that showed up on high-mileage examples and cost serious money to fix. Mercedes addressed both through the 2017 model year, and what came out the other side was something the market still hasn't fully priced in: the M274. 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, refined, sorted, building a reliability track record that keeps getting stronger every year. In 2026, clean 2017 to 2019 examples sit in the $20,000 to $28,000 range. 241 horsepower, 9-speed automatic, a cabin that punches well above its price point for the price of a loaded midsize pickup truck. The ownership math on this vehicle is almost unfair, and most buyers are still sleeping on it. One hard rule before you buy: cold start timing chain rattle on high mileage examples is a walkaway item. Hear it on startup. Leave immediately. No negotiation. Keep oil changes at 5,000 to 7,000 miles and this engine will give you very little drama. Check the sunroof drains. Moisture intrusion is a known issue on this platform. 2017 to 2019 only. M274 engine. Documented oil change history at correct intervals. No cold start rattle, no oil seeps. Most people watching this video did not expect the GLC 300 at number 4. That reaction is exactly why it belongs here. Number 2, 2013 to 2015, GLK 350 X204. The Mercedes your mechanic actually drives home. There is a specific type of Mercedes buyer that nobody talks about enough. Not the buyer chasing the newest model, not the buyer who needs the biggest badge in the parking lot. The buyer who has spent 20 years working on these cars, knows exactly what breaks and what doesn't, and makes a completely cold-blooded decision when it's their own money involved. That buyer overwhelmingly ends up in a GLK 350. W204 platform, coil springs, M276 naturally aspirated V6. 7-speed automatic, no air suspension, no turbo complexity, no drama. And in 2026, a clean 2014 example costs under $15,000. A Mercedes-Benz with a proven V6, real leather, and genuine build quality for the price of a used Honda CR-V. The ownership math on this vehicle is almost unfair, and the people who know these cars best keep quietly buying them and never talking about it. The maintenance schedule is short and predictable. The M276 in this application doesn't surprise you, it just runs. Check the sunroof drains before you buy. Moisture intrusion is the most consistent complaint. Full module scan before purchase, every module, not just the engine light. 2013 to 2015, M276 V6. Coil springs confirmed. Service history matters more than mileage in this one. Under $15,000 for a clean example is realistic. Under $12,000 with full records is a steal your mechanic neighbor would not let sit on the lot for long. Not glamorous, not exciting, dependable, in a way that very few modern luxury SUVs manage to be. Number 1, 2012 to 2015, ML350 W166 coil springs. The SUV that fixed everything its predecessor got wrong. The GLK is the compact choice. The W166 ML350 is what you buy when you need more. More space, more presence, more capability, without compromising the reliability foundation that makes the GLK so compelling. If you know Mercedes SUV history, you know the W164 had problems, not minor problems, the kind of problems that showed up in owner forms, in independent shop invoices, and in the resale values that collapsed because the market found out the hard way. Mercedes knew it. When the W166 launched in 2012, they came back with something to prove and delivered one of the most underrated mid-size luxury SUVs of the last 15 years. Same M276 V6, same coil spring priority, same proven mechanical profile, in a larger, more commanding package with genuine cargo capacity and road presence the GLK cannot match. Here's what the track record actually looks like. Owners who maintain these properly are reporting 180, 190, even 200,000 miles without major mechanical failures. That is not a coincidence. That is what a mature, settled platform looks like when the people who buy it actually take care of it. Coil spring examples are the target. Same reason as every other Mercedes on this list. If the example has Airmatic, check the compressor duty cycle before you buy and price the future cost into your offer. Check the rear hatch area for rust on higher mileage examples. 2012 to 2015, M276 V6, coil springs verified. Independent Mercedes specialist PI, $15,000 to $20,000 for a clean example is the target. The workhorse of this list. Bigger than the GLK, just as reliable, and still one of the most sensible used luxury SUV purchases available anywhere in the market right now. 7 Mercedes SUVs, not ranked, selected. Here is how to match the right vehicle to the right buyer. Complete modern package, GLS 450 X167, 2022 to 2024. Avoid 2020 and 2021. Budget for Airmatic. Performance with practicality, GLE 43 AMG, 2017 to 2019. Service history is everything. No gaps, no exceptions. Flagship presence on a budget, GLS 450 X166, 2018 to 2019. Someone else paid to debug this platform. You get to benefit. The proven sweet spot, GLE 350 coil springs, 2016 to 2019, the benchmark for a reason. The overlooked Smart Buy GLC 300, 2017 to 2019. The market still hasn't fully priced this one in. Simplicity and value, GLK 350, 2013 to 2015, under $15,000. the Mercedes your mechanic actually drives. The proven workhorse ML350 W166 2012 to 2015 fixed everything the previous generation got wrong, and the track record proves it. One rule applies to all of them. Coil springs over Airmatic post-warranty. Service history over low mileage. Every single time. No records means no deal. 7 Mercedes SUVs. Each one selected because it delivers on the promise of the 3-pointed star without punishing you for buying it used. The GLS for the buyer who wants everything. The GLE 43 for the buyer who refuses to be boring. The GLC 300 for the buyer who does their homework. And the GLK, the ML, and the GLE 350 for the buyers who understand that reliability is not a compromise. It is the point. Buy smart, inspect everything, never skip the PPI. Now, which Mercedes SUV are you driving right now? Post your year, mileage, and biggest repair bill below. And if you've owned one of these and it cost you more than it should have, I want that story too. The best receipt gets pinned, the best horror story gets featured.